Okay, good morning. The 36th District Court is now in session with the Honorable Tenisha Yancey presiding. While court is in session, there will be no talking, sleeping, lying down, driving, no wearing of any hair garments unless it's for religious purposes only, no chewing of any gum or reading of any material, and you must be properly dressed when a judge asks you to turn on your cameras. Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning to all of you. As well, Mr. Pope, did you get a chance to pull over here? I'm not. I got it.
Yes,
Okay. Now calling the people versus Stephen O'Neill Bryant, ticket number P1434586, count one, violation of restricted license. Please state your opinion for the record.
Your Honor, may it please this honorable court, Larry Pope, on behalf of Steve Bryant.
Mr. Bryant, you can state your name for the record now.
Yes, my name's Stephen Bryant.
Can you start your video for us, Mr. Bryant?
Yes.
Today is the day and time set for pre-trial. Mr. Pope, how would you like to proceed?
Judge, I've had an opportunity to pre-try this matter, and I believe that the people are offering a amended charge.
And do you know what the amended charge is?
I thought that he sent it in, Judge. I believe he said allowing unlicensed driver to drive, I believe.
That sounds right. Sounds good to us, but he did not send it. I don't have a copy of the plea offer in the file. But I am willing to, is Mr. Bryant actively seeking to get his license back? Is that what it is?
Absolutely, Judge, yes.
Okay, and he currently has a restricted license, is that
Right,
correct?
right, and
Okay.
we're
So allowing
hoping that we can, yep. Hoping that we can,
allow him to not have any, okay, abstract to the Secretary of State that he can keep his restricted license.
yes, ma'am.
All right, Mr. Bryant, you had an opportunity to talk to Mr. Pope, and he advised you of your constitutional rights.
Yes, he has.
Did you understand your rights?
Yes.
Did anyone threaten you, force you, or promise you anything in exchange for a guilty plea today?
No.
Are you pleading guilty on your own free will?
Yes.
And are you pleading guilty because you actually are guilty?
Yes.
Please raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you give today will be the truth and the entire truth?
Yes.
You can put your hand down, turn your attention to February 22nd, 2023. Were you driving a 2023 Ram?
Yes.
Were you in the area of Grand River and Westbrook in the city of Detroit?
Yes.
Did you come in contact with the Detroit Police Department on that day, sir?
Yes.
And they asked for a driver's license. Were you driving on a restricted license at the time?
Yes.
And were you going to or from, I believe, was it only work that you are able to go to and from with your restricted license?
Yes.
And were you on your way to or from work at the time of the stop?
From work.
So what was the violation, Mr. Pope? I'm sorry.
Judge, I can't tell you, and if that's my client's testimony, then I guess we'll just take this pretrial and ask for a trial date.
Okay.
Thank you.
And I do understand that the voir dire, I voir dire it under the violation of restricted license, not under allowing an unlicensed driver to drive, because the facts for that, I wouldn't be able to establish, right?
Yes.
So
Yes.
the plea is an unlicensed driver to drive, but to get to the plea or to be able to accept the plea, I use the factual basis on the ticket.
I appreciate that. Thank you, Judge.
So the court is going to enter a not guilty plea on behalf of your client and set this matter for trial on June 26th at 8:30 a.m.
Let me see. Judge, can I get another date? The 26th, I'm gonna be out of town.
I'm sorry, it's June 29th. I don't know where I got that from. I think I'm reading upside down.
June 29th is perfect. Thank you, Judge.
June 29th at 8:30, $0 Brown will be continued.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome. Have a good day.
Always a pleasure. You and your staff have a great day. Thank you.
Thank
You too.
Yeah. You can leave now, Mr. Bryant.
All right.
Mr. Malachi, we're ready for everyone that's on the screen?
Yes, Your Honor, we are.
Any particular order, or can I just?
Whatever the court would like. I have some folks that no POs, and I've got dismissals. That's I'd say the large majority of what we have going, but no, it's catch as catch can. So whatever the court would like to start with is fine.
Early Brown, if you take yourself off of mute one more time, I will remove you from this courtroom. We will not ask you to take yourself off mute until you hear your case is called. Until then, you are the only person that keeps unmuting your phone. Mr. Malafide, I would like to do the no PO and dismissals first, but I also would like to know about the officers that did show up. I think it's just for a booze and a.
Yes, that's correct, Judge. Unfortunately, that case is just unique. We don't. It's been a while since I've seen vice cases, and she's a vice officer, so we need to confirm exactly what the offer is going to be. And I already spoke to the prosecutor on this one, so he's just confirming some things.
Okay, and that's two different officers in the breakout room on two different cases.
Boosting the Officer Shabazz. I'm trying to get him out. He wasn't
Okay,
listening to me.
I know what's going on now. Thank you, Mr. Malafide.
You're welcome.
If Officer Shabazz comes out, we can let him go because Mr. Booth did not show up. I am ready to proceed on your first dismissal.
Certainly, Your Honor. Let's do then. We can do Daviana Buchanan. It's the first one I have listed.
Last name Buchanan, you said?
It's Buchanan, I believe, is the way that's spelled. But it's Daviana. Do you see it, Judge?
Yes, I do. Now calling the people versus Daviana Buchanan. Ticket number SP 140243311, one kind of unregistered, untitled vehicle. Please state your appearance for the record.
And good morning, Your Honor. Tim Malafide, P723.
Ms. Buchanan.
Your Honor, I'm going to keep them muted, Judge, and then I'll let them unmute just so that they can state their name here in just a moment. Good morning, Your Honor.
When you ready to state your name, Ms. Buchanan, you have to turn your TV off for this hearing, ma'am.
I think that's actually something that sounded like a repeat, Judge. They were of us, what we were saying.
Okay.
Yes. In any case, Your Honor, once again, good morning, Tim Malafide, P72339, on behalf of Ms. Buchanan. Ms. Buchanan, in a moment, I'm going to unmute you. I need you to unmute yourself. Just state your name and then remute yourself. Thank you. Go ahead and unmute. Go ahead and unmute.
Daviana Buchanan.
Thank you. Your Honor, I have seen documentation of the registration in this matter. We would move to dismiss based on that documentation.
Okay, this is the vehicle registration on the vehicle involved on that date or just in her name?
Judge, I believe it's from that date, but I'm not positive. I did not look at the ticket itself.
So, Ms. Buchanan, I am going to dismiss this matter without prejudice, seeing that the officer of the court has verified that you do have the registration on the vehicle, her registration on the vehicle. Please make sure that you're keeping those documents in the vehicle with you at all times, ma'am, but this case is dismissed without prejudice. You're free to go.
Next, Your Honor, we can do Austin Bates.
Austin Bates.
Yeah, once again, Judge, that'll be a dismissal. I've seen the paperwork for a different card, but valid documentation.
So it's in his name, is that correct? The documentation is in his name? Mr. Malfoy,
He froze.
can anyone else hear me? Is everyone frozen?
No, everybody's not frozen, just Tim.
Uh-uh.
I can,
It's us.
You can hear us, Bush? Okay, he can hear us. Go, thank you.
Mr. Malfoy, can you hear me?
It's his computer.
Should I remove?
Mm,
You
Did
remove?
you? No. You must remove this one.
Okay, just give us one moment while we wait for the attorney to return. Technology is bittersweet. It allows us to be in our homes and be able to multitask a little, but it also has its quirks, so just bear with us. Okay, Mr. Malachi has an internet loss, so he's calling in on the court phone. And I just need for you all to nod yes or no when he speaks, if you can hear him. Mr. Malachi, please speak clearly so that they can do a test.
Certainly, everyone. Again, this is Attorney Tim Malafite, P72339. What the judge just said is accurate.
Nod if you've heard everything that he said. Nod your head if you heard everything he said. Okay, shake your head no if you did not hear anything that he said. All right, we're ready to proceed. Who are we on?
Very good.
Austin Bates.
Yes, Your Honor. We were doing Austin Bates. Tell me when Mr. Bates or when we are ready.
I am ready. Mr. Bates, you can unmute your phone. Now calling the People versus Austin Bates, ticket number SP 136-6901, count 1, improper plate, count 3, no insurance misdemeanor. Please state your appearance for the record. Mr.
Good morning
Malafite.
once again. Good morning once again, Your Honor. Tim Malafite, on behalf of Mr. Bates. Mr. Bates, please state your name for the record.
State your name for the record, Mr. Bates.
Beg your pardon?
Say your name for the record.
Oh, okay. Austin Bates.
Thank you, sir. Your Honor, I had an opportunity to see registration and insurance for the car that Mr. Bates now drives. I believe it is his sister's. It is not the car in question on that date, but the rest I'm for that car.
Wait, we broke up a little. Hold on 1 second, Mr. Malafite. We're rearranging the phone so I can hear you clearly. Okay, say that again.
Your Honor, the registration, I did see registration and insurance from Mr. Bates for the car that he is driving presently, which I believe is his sister's car. We would be moving to dismiss at this time based on that insurance and registration.
No. I am not accepting that. Unless the sister's car is a 2002 gold Chrysler, I am not able to accept that.
Your Honor, if they don't have the car anymore, what would you suggest they do?
If he does not have a car and the car, this 2002 Chrysler is no longer, I suggest that you get a different plea. Because the plate needs to either be in his name or it needs to be the vehicle in question. I've always done that. I've always done it that way.
But if he doesn't, I mean, we can talk to the prosecutor, but I mean, Judge, I'm sure as you know, there's going to be plenty of instances where cars get sold or someone else is using a different car at that time. But I mean, that it's the court's decision.
Mr. Bates, whose vehicle were you driving that day on the 2002 gold Chrysler?
Mine. It was
your
mine.
vehicle.
Yes.
Where's the vehicle now?
I don't know.
What happened to the vehicle, Mr. Bates?
I got rid of it.
You sold it?
No.
I'm not accepting Mr. Malafite. You can get a.
Okay. Can we recall this, Judge?
I'm sorry, say that again.
Can we recall this?
Absolutely. We'll recall your matter momentarily, Mr. Bates. You can put yourself back on mute while we go to the next case. Now calling the People versus Katrina Marie Beal. Ticket number P 143-496-8, count 1. No insurance misdemeanor, count 2. Driving while license suspended, count 3. Expired plates. Please state your appearance for the record, starting with the attorney.
Tim Malafite on behalf of Ms. Beal. Ms. Beal, please state your name for the record.
Katrina Beal.
Thank you, ma'am. Your Honor, there have been recommendations put forth. We'd like to take advantage of those recommendations, specifically to 1, amend count of failure to display, all other counts being dismissed.
I'm assuming she doesn't have a driver's license currently?
I believe that this is one of the things that is holding her up.
Okay. But if she pleads to failure to display, she is still going to hold her up. Ms. Beal, what are you doing to get your license back currently?
Yes, ma'am. My license is suspended. I had my license for over 20 years. It's suspended not because of me. I had a court hearing with that court, and they gave me the wrong time. So I have to file a motion and a precipitate. I can't say it right, which I did, and I'm waiting to hear from them to see if I can get a new court date so I can go on there and explain everything to them.
Okay, so the court is going to make, to amend the offer to allow an unlicensed driver to drive, because if you plan to failure to display, it's gonna take longer for you to get your license back. Allowing an unlicensed driver to drive, meaning that you allowed someone to drive your car who wasn't licensed. It just happened to be you who was the unlicensed driver. Are you willing to accept that plea?
Yes.
Ms. Beal, that's a better deal. That's something that I would suggest that you do.
Okay.
Okay. All right, and you had an opportunity to talk to Mr. Malphite, he advised you of your constitutional rights?
Yes.
You understood your rights?
Yes.
Did anyone threaten you, force you, or promise you anything in exchange for a guilty plea to that?
No.
Are you pleading guilty on your own free will?
Yes.
And are you pleading guilty because you actually are guilty?
Yes.
Raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you give today will be the truth and the entire truth?
Yes.
You can put your hand down, turn your attention to scratch that. Turning your attention to February 25th, 2023. Were you driving a 2015 white Dodge?
Yes.
Were you in the area of 8 Mile and Oakfield in the city of Detroit?
Yes.
Did you come in contact with the Detroit Police Department on that day?
Yes.
And when asked to produce a valid driver's license, were you able to do so?
No.
Satisfied, counsel?
Satisfied, Your Honor.
Stipulates probable cause on dismissal.
So we stipulate your probable cause in the other matters, yes.
Thank you. So the court is also satisfied and will enter a guilty plea on behalf of Ms. Beal for allowing an unlicensed driver to drive, dismissing counts 1 and 3 on the same ticket. For the allowing an unlicensed driver to drive, Ms. Beal, my normal fines and fees in this court is about $220. Are you able to pay that within the next 2 weeks?
Can I get a little more time? If I have to, then yeah, I can make it work. But if I can get a little more time, that'll be better.
When would you be able to pay it?
Can maybe by the 30th?
I'll give you until July 1st.
July 1st, okay.
If you don't have it paid by July 1st, you do need to appear back here on this same Zoom at 8:30 that morning though.
Okay.
So you either pay it by July 1st or you come back to court on July 1st at 8:30.
Okay.
All right, you have any questions?
No, so just take 220 to the court?
Yeah, well. Hold on.
Yes,
Okay.
220. It's 220.
Yeah, you can bring, or you can pay it online at 36districtcourt.org.
Okay,
Okay, and you're free to go.
thank you.
You're welcome, have a good day.
You too. Oh, did I lose it?
I need one brief recess, like 30 seconds. I'm ready to proceed. Thank you. I am now calling. Mr. Malphite, do you still have who your dismissals are?
I do, yes, Judge. The next person I have on my list is Kenya Bolton. She has her license.
Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Malafide. I meant to tell you for Kenya Bolton, she has two other matters. That's scheduled for the 26th. I was wondering if we probably can do it because one is for improper license and registration.
Definitely we can do for the improper license, obviously, but I would ask that someone's gonna have to check to see if she has a registration, because I can't do that.
Right.
Ms. Bolton, will you unmute your phone? Do you have registration either for the 2008 GMC vehicle that you were driving? Or wait, is it this car?
No, I have it for my new car, Your Honor.
You have it in your name?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you able to scan and email it to the court?
Oh, do you know how to do it? Do you want me to just bring it up there or?
Huh?
Do you know how to do it or you need me to just bring it up there?
No, I really don't want you to have to come here when you could actually just take a picture of it. Just take a picture of it. Do you have an iPhone?
Yes, Your Honor.
So take a picture of it, and when you take the picture of it, as soon as you take the picture of it, it'll have an arrow. Click the arrow, and then the things come up at the bottom of your phone. Click the one that looks like an envelope. Okay. And then put in the email address that my clerk is going to chat to you, because we don't want everyone to have our email addresses. So she's gonna put it in the chat. You can just email your registration to that number. To that email, and then we should be able to handle your other matters that are up for later this month or next month.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm gonna recall your case momentarily. Who's next, Mr. Malphite?
Next person, Judge, would be Isaiah Bentley. That I saw the registration and insurance for Mr. Bentley.
Okay. Now calling the people versus Isaiah Lawrence Bentley III, ticket number P1435669. Count 1, driving unregistered or untitled vehicle. Count 2, no insurance misdemeanor. Please state your opinions for the record, starting with the attorney.
Tim Malafite, on behalf of Mr. Bentley. Mr. Bentley, please state your name for the record.
Mr. Bentley, you need to unmute your phone, come into the camera and state your name for the record, sir. Mr. Bentley, please unmute your phone.
Hey, yes, I'm here. Isaiah Bentley.
Mr. Malphite, did you state that he has, you verified both registration and insurance for Mr. Bentley?
Yes, that's accurate, Your Honor.
Are you moving to dismiss?
Yes, Judge, we are.
Court will acknowledge that an officer of the court has verified that Mr. Bentley does in fact have valid insurance and registration. Therefore, this matter will be dismissed without prejudice. Mr. Bentley, please keep those documents in the vehicle with you at all times, sir. You are free to go.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome. Have a good day.
Sure.
Next, Judge, we have a no PO for Early Brown.
Okay. And do you pronounce it early? Mr. Brown, you can now come off mute.
How you doing?
I'm doing well. How do you pronounce your first name, sir?
Early.
Okay. One moment. You said no officer, so that's fine.
That's correct, Judge.
Now calling the people versus Early Shimon Brown, ticket or Shimon or Shimon?
Shemai.
Shimon. Now calling the people versus Early Shimon Brown, ticket number SP1309965. Count 1, loitering. Count 3, open alcohol in the vehicle as a driver. Please state your opinions for the record.
Tim Malafite, on behalf of Mr. Brown. Mr. Brown, please state your name for the record.
Early Brown.
Thank you, sir. Your Honor, today is the date and time set for trial in this matter. The officers failed to appear. We move to dismiss.
Okay. Mr. Brown, don't think that this is I mean, it is a get out of jail free card for you for today, but this is not a ticket or any type of permission for you to drive around with open alcohol in your vehicle. I don't want you to admit responsibility or deny it. Just know that this is unacceptable behavior if that's what you've done. And it won't be, you're getting your one shot of getting it dismissed today. The court is going to acknowledge the fact that Officer Pope or Officer Dobis has not checked into the courtroom either virtually or in person. Therefore, counts 1 and 3 will be dismissed without prejudice. There was a no proof of insurance that was written on the same day. Mr. Early, have you paid that?
Yes.
You've already paid it?
Yes.
Thank you, sir, for taking care of that matter. You are free to go.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Thank you.
Your Honor, next we can do Dorico Bush. That's a plea.
Let me see who this is. Let's see if this person is. This one's both- oh, yeah, this is fine. You got disconnected, Ken. Did you see the email address or do you need me to send it to you again?
Can you send it to me again? I'm sorry. Can you hear me, Judge?
We can
We
hear
can
you.
hear you.
You think you could send it to me again?
She's gonna send it to you now.
Okay.
And you shouldn't have to disconnect from this call to do any of the things that you need to do, like either take a picture or screenshot it on your phone. If you have it already on your phone, you can just screenshot it.
Okay.
I guess it's already on your phone. You took a picture of it. Just send the picture.
Your Honor.
Oh, she sent it in here,
She sent.
in the chat, yeah.
Your Honor.
Perfect, thank
Yes.
you, we have it.
Yes, Mr. Malafide.
2000,
Give me a moment and I will log.
this phone messing up.
I don't hear you well, but I think you said give you a moment so you can log in onto another device.
That's correct.
Okay, go right ahead.
It's 2013 Chevrolet,
Is it her name?
yes,
Current registration?
it expires 10/2023.
And then what else did she have on that other,
Her license, but she has license.
on the one that you're saying is
That I found.
in the future? Okay, can I have those?
Ooh. Ooh.
Her.
Can everyone hear me?
Hold on, one second.
Yes. We can hear you,
Fantastic.
Ms. I'm so grateful for your internet provider.
You and me both, Judge.
All right, I'm getting ready to call Bush and then we're gonna recall the Bolton matter.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Okay, what's going on? I don't. I don't have to get this file.
You said for Bush?
So for Bush, so he has 4 things on the docket, but only. I don't have a 391 ticket. It's just an unregistered untitled vehicle. Now calling the people versus Dorico Jamal Bush, ticket number SP 137-25391, 1 count of unregistered untitled vehicle. Ticket number SP 137-254, 1 count 1. Improper use of a dealer specialty or historic plate. Count 2, 6 to 10 miles per hour over the posted speed. And count 3, no proof of insurance. Please state your appearance for the record.
Tim Malafide on behalf of Mr. Bush. Mr. Bush, please state your name for the record.
Federico Jamel Bush.
Thank you, sir. Your Honor, there have been recommendations put forth. We'd like to take advantage of those recommendations. Specifically, he'll be pleading responsible to the one amended count of limited access 1 to 5 over, all other counts being dismissed. Judge, we would stipulate to the face of the ticket.
Thank you. That's your understanding, Mr. Bush, and you'd like to accept that responsible plea?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, so the court will enter a responsible plea on behalf of Mr. Bush for 1 to 5 over the limited access. 1 and 3 on the same ticket. The limited access ticket is gonna be $125. Can you pay that within the next 2 weeks?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, if you don't pay it in the next 2 weeks, it's gonna go up. So it's important that you pay it, or if you need more time, let me know now.
I should be able to take care of it, Your Honor.
Okay, so that's $125, and it will be due on June 15th. If you haven't paid it by June 15th, you do need to appear back here on this Zoom at 8:30 that morning.
Okay,
You're free to go. Thank you.
thank you.
I do not need her anymore.
You don't? Okay.
No, thank you, though.
You're welcome, because she was emailing me, okay.
No.
Okay, are we ready on Bolton? We have everything we need on Bolton? You ready here, this is her.
I highlighted it.
Okay. Plus the one that is on the docket today.
You have her phone.
All right. Yeah, yes, I buried it. Recalling the matter of Kenya Makiba Bolton, ticket number SX 409-43991. One count of no operators license, ticket number SP 1461684, count 1, no driver's license, no operator's license, count 2, unregistered, untitled vehicle. Please state your appearance for the record.
Tim Malafide on behalf of Ms. Bolton. Ms. Bolton, state your name for the record.
Kenya Bolton.
Thank you, ma'am. Your Honor, thank you for recalling this matter. It's my understanding that Ms. Bolton has shown proof to the court of her registration. If in fact that is accurate, Judge, based on the other representations that were made previously, based on an SOS run done in your court, we would be moving to dismiss for valid documentation in all 3 matters.
Okay. The court will dismiss all 3 matters without prejudice. We did verify both license and registration are current and valid. Therefore, the matters will be dismissed without prejudice. Ms. Bolton, you are free to go.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
Judge, I have a couple here that we can still do. I just needed to quick go talk to them if you give me a moment.
Go right ahead.
Thank you. Oh, I need control again.
Oh.
And also, we need to speak about Mr. Bates,
Oh.
right?
Yeah, do need to talk about Mr. Bates, and actually, Judge, I did miss one. Jorvan Bryson, we can proceed on Mr. Bryson.
Ooh, I made him co-host instead. Ooh, Lord.
I'm a little confused. Mr. Goff is here.
For Bates, what's going on?
For Bates.
Well, we're live over YouTube right now.
Oh, 1 moment.
So we're gonna call this matter, this other matter first.
Yeah. We can do that one first. 1 moment, because I don't know what.
I will remember.
No. Oh, you too.